Jalen, thank you. Well, as we reported yesterday, legendary college football coach Lou Holtz passed away yesterday. And of course, he's most remembered for his decades leading the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. But here in Connecticut, he's also being remembered and honored for his time with the Huskies. Fox 61's Jamel Johnson sat down with one of Coach Holtz's closest friends as he shares his impact beyond the accolades.
Most people may know Coach Lou Holtz for his 1988 national championship win at Notre Dame or being a two-time Bear Bryant Coach of the Year. But former head baseball coach at UConn, Andy Baylock, knows him for his compassion, work ethic, and being one of the best teachers of young men he's ever known. UConn football looked a lot different in 1964. They were a part of the Yankee Conference, had never beaten Yale head-to-head, and had a coach on staff who would later win a national title at Notre Dame. That coach was future Hall of Famer Lou Holtz. The university's website labels him as an assistant at UConn, but his good friend and longtime UConn coach Andy Baylock says he was much more than that.
He was given a myriad of duties, but he was a worker. He was capable, and he had the good personality to handle it too. You know, he could always have a little smile on his face. He wasn't grumpy. He always had a little story to tell.
Coach Holtz was born in West Virginia and played linebacker at Kent State, being coached by former UConn head coach Rick Frazano.
Like Rick said, he wasn't much of a player, and then he got hurt. And when he got hurt, they made him a student assistant. He said, "You can see something in the making right there." And then Rick said that, boy, if I ever get a head job, the first guy I'm going to call is Lou Holtz.
He may have been an assistant for the Huskies, but he had already proven to be a leader of young men.
But he was a teacher. He was a teacher and a motivator of young men, college kids, and wherever he went.
Knowing who he was beyond the accolades and his impact on the players he coached made it that much harder learning of his passing.
One of our players on that team called. It just came over the news over here that Coach Holtz passed away. I knew that he was in hospice, though, prior to that, but very sad.
But now that he's gone, memories like this stand out even more.
The most memorable thing that happened in years was being 0-17 against Yale and finally beating Yale.
After he left UConn in 1965, Coach Holtz and Baylock kept up over payphone.
Once in a while, a phone call, a note here and there.
And then it transitioned to email more than 50 years later.
It was a great time, and I always count on you among my favorite friends. That made me feel so good.
Coach Holtz passing now leaves Coach Baylock as the last staff member alive from the 1965 team. But Baylock says he'll continue teaching the Huskies about Holtz's work ethic.
Just a good human being. And you know, I'm just so proud of him. Just saying that I spent a couple of years working with him, and also with Skip, his son, for 5 years over there too, you know, and it's special. It is special.
Now, Coach Holtz was also selected to the College Football Hall of Fame in 2008 and also served as a professional analyst for more than a decade. In Storrs, Jamel Johnson, Fox 61.